How's that going today, everybody? Yeah, I'm Deathstroke. This thing fucking hurts the nose. I will say that right now. This mask sucks and gets an F. Because even though Deathstroke's cool, badass assassin that's going to be in the new Batman movie, I don't know if he's the main villain or not. He'll probably be a smaller role, not the main dude. He's cool, but that mask blows. It compresses on your nose, and this next one isn't much better. Ready? It's going to be terrifying. I'm just trying to forewarn you. This thing is going to steal your soul.
Why so serious? The Batman. I cut my own face off and now I have to wear it as a mask. Ooh. Ha ha ha.
That's fucking terrifying. And now I got... Ew! I got little, like, green hairs all over me. I hate this thing, actually. Not that, like, it doesn't have its, positives. But this is just, like, it smells bad. It's terrifying. This is Joker's decapitated head. And this wig, all the hairs are coming out. You need good wig quality. And this, it's sort of blonde, sort of green. If it was just the wig, maybe I'd wear it in a video. But... much better. Yeah, that just... Ugh. Take a fucking gun and shoot it. Anyway, let's talk about some Blu-rays. Hey there guys, how's it going today? I'm doing very well actually. A little insight on my life for a minute. Or, you know what, I might actually save that for a vlog. I haven't done a vlog in a while. Yeah, I'm gonna do another vlog. It's been a little while. I'm charging my GoPro, my sister's GoPro, and there's enough shit in this video, so I'm just distracting and wasting everyone's time right now. I'm sorry. Let's get into it. A lot of damn Blu-rays. Ready? Want a tease, baby? We got a fat stack, and it's not gonna talk about itself. Here we go. Oh, but first, there's fucking comic books under my gun, my deadly gun, and that'll come into play eventually. We got Superman Red Sun. Yeah, Superman, I know the idea, I haven't read it yet, but Superman, it's like a what-if alternate history story, otherworld. Superman lands in Russia instead of Smallville. I'm already, like, super interested just on that premise, which is why I fucking got the thing. These next two my brother got for me for my birthday. First up, Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. I believe this is, yeah, Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. I think that's the artist. I know that name. I watched the Ben Affleck movie. I think they mentioned him. But, yeah, I love the show, so I'm excited about the comic, and also Batman Venom. Batman's on Bane's Venom, his super steroids, and he just loses his fucking mind and goes crazy. He locks himself in the cave. I know all these stories, like, I know the gist of them, more or less, but I haven't read them. Then these next two came with the mask. So the Deathstroke one came with Deathstroke Volume 1, Gods of War. I like Deathstroke. I like Deadpool better, but I like Deathstroke. And then Batman, the New 52 Volume 3, Death of the Family. All I know is, like, Joker's face has been removed for reasons. I'm gonna get all the volumes though, 1 to 7, I think is the last one they've officially written, Endgame. I'm gonna get all those and read them, so I actually have to wait for that. But I'll get to it eventually. Anyway, into the movies. First up, How to Train Your Dragon. I own the second, and I saw this one, I'm like, oh, it's that movie I really like. But I have one small beef with this movie, and it's minor because I really do love this movie. It's magical, it's whimsical, it's everything I want. But when it came out, it was like 2010, and Toy Story 3 came out in 2010. And personally, I think Toy Story 3 is much better just because it means a lot more to me and overall more emotionally invested in this and that. But they're still both great movies. But I remember, it was like there was a little thing going on where you were either Team Toy Story 3 or How to Train Your Dragon. And I was like, this is ridiculous. How could you not be Team Toy Story 3? And I was just, yeah, when you're, how old would that have been? Like 14, 13 years old. You're like, that's what matters. Team Toy Story versus Team How to Train Your Dragon. Next up, a couple John Hughes movies in here somewhere. I'll try and grab them all. I guess 2 John Hughes movies. I haven't seen either of these, but it's like, what's it called? The Collectible Pop Art series. I don't know if it's Best Buy exclusive or whatever, but we got Weird Science and we got 16 Candles. In this we got, the redhead, Molly Ringwald. She's pretty. And I loved her a lot in Breakfast Club. It's the only thing I've seen her in. But it's like, okay, John Hughes. Up until a certain point, he was an amazing filmmaker and writer. And then he wrote like Home Alone 3 and a lot of other dog shit. But we don't remember that. Then also Weird Science. And I know the premise. It's that two high school boys build a sex bot or whatever. A fembot that they're gonna just penetrate over and over. I doubt it is that graphic. But that idea sounds like something, if I was a super smart geek, good with science, I would do that. Like today, it's like I got the whole day off, I'm gonna build me an Emma Stone bot or something. I'd be so happy. Yeah, that's actually the truth, the sad truth. It's not a joke, I assure you. And then next up, Apollo 13. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton. Fuck yeah! And we also got Ed Harris and Gary Sinise. And it's a Ron Howard movie, right? Sure, we'll go with that. I saw this one time, I think it was in school, and I was like, how did I not know about this fucking movie? It's so good. Kevin Bacon in space? And I didn't actually know the real life story, so I was like hooked. I was like super into it, so I can't wait to rewatch that. Next up is another pop art collectible, Wet Hot American Summer. When the show was coming out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna check out the show because there's a lot of actors I like, but then the movie's on Netflix, so I'm like, I'll watch that first because the show is a prequel, whatever. So I watched the movie, I'm like, this is the silliest, stupidest shit, but because it's all these actors I like, something about it works. Where if you took like the same ideas or premise and like made it YouTube skits with people I didn't know, I feel like it wouldn't be as funny. There's something about like seeing all these actors I like being really fucking stupid and silly. It's really enjoyable, and the show was really great too. My favorite part of it's probably Christopher Maloney and like the can of vegetables. Like that's just fucking great. I love that. I should have reviewed the show, maybe. If you want to see it, I'll talk about it. I have to rewatch it though. Next up, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. The best Scooby-Doo thing ever. I'll stand by it. Better than Scooby-Doo in the Apocalypse. That's the new thing, right? But as a kid, this was always my favorite, and yet it was always my least favorite because it's clearly like of all the ones I've seen, it's the best. I love the show. I love all the movies I have seen. Scrappy-Doo is awesome. And a lot of my childhood was like George of the Jungle, Scooby-Doo, Batman, Spider-Man. That's a lot of what my childhood was. And a couple Disney things like Lion King. But Scooby-Doo is a big part. And like, I loved all the movies, even the live action ones. But Zombie Island, it's like, it's the best, it's the most interesting, but it's so scary. And even like when I was like 9 or 10, like not too long ago I saw it, I'm like, it's still way too scary. So I feel like I'm gonna, one night, when it's super dark out, like 12 in the morning, whatever, maybe not, I might fall asleep, but late at night, shut all the lights off, lock myself in the room with it, and just see what kind of terror I experience, because I doubt I won't get scared. My memories are too vivid. It's at least gonna creep the shit out of me. Next up, Star Trek Into Darkness. I've seen the third one, but I'm gonna talk about it, and I haven't seen this yet. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen any of the old stuff, although it is on Netflix now, so I might check some of it out. And this movie doesn't have a great reputation, but I'll see what I think. I don't know. And then next up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles Forever. And the thing about this movie, ready? This is my pitch. This is the thing that probably got this made, and this is what'll sell everyone on the idea of watching it. Not only is it the 2003 Ninja Turtles, the best version of them ever, but we also have the 80s version. And what it is basically Netherrealm, otherworld, different dimension type thing where they're crossing over and they're in each other's New York and they're like, what's going on here? And so you got the cool, badass, gritty Ninja Turtles with the fluffy 80s ones, and the Shredders meet, and the 2003 Shredder is such a badass, and then the 80s one's kind of just a goofball with Krang. Like, I didn't even finish the movie yet. I was watching it a couple weeks ago and I fell asleep, but it was really enjoyable from what I saw. And yeah, you got the Ninja Turtles crossing over. That's awesome. They need to do that with DC, because they're risk takers. Like, clearly, they don't worry about their movies being bad. They just do whatever. So I have Crisis on Infinite Earths, because I'd love to see like Ben Affleck's Batman, see George Clooney and Christian Bale or something. That'd be great, actually. Fucking... Sorry to go off on a tangent, but have it be live action, like grizzled older Batman, where it's Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy in their like comic book versions, makeup and everything, suits. Like, that'll make a movie. That'll be great. I don't care if it's necessary. Do it. But back to the Blu-rays. I want Hamill and Conroy in live action, just briefly at least. But Step Brothers. Let me tell you something. I saw this in theaters, and I was 12 years old. And my mom, whenever she talks about it now, she's like, oh, that's such a stupid, silly movie, and she doesn't care for it. But in the theater, the part that everyone laughed hardest at, including my mom, and she'll never admit it, is when Will Ferrell's like, I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set, and he does, and he's rubbing it on. John Bob's playing Moby Dick for real, and he kicks his ass. I love that fucking movie. It's super fucking quotable. It's really funny and silly. It's Will Ferrell's best movie, besides Ricky Bobby. I love that one a lot too. But in 2008, there was 2 comedies that were uber quotable and really, really funny. Step Brothers was the more silly, stupid, juvenile one, and Tropic Thunder was the more clever one. But I loved both. And everyone was Team Step Brothers, and I was lonely like, I'm Team Tropic Thunder, I like it just a little bit more. But I still love both, and I need to fucking buy Tropic Thunder. Next up, a slightly underwhelming animated feature, and I've reviewed it technically twice now, regular and spoiler review. I put a lot of thought into it, and it's like, the first half is utter trash. It's horrible. I know some people like it, that's fine, but in my opinion, it's just like, it's the worst shit ever. And the second half is so good, but the animation should have been improved. So it's like, it's only half a good movie, but that half was so good, except for the animation budget and all, where it's like, I'm so conflicted, but overall I liked it. The Killing Joke, I still like it, and I know I'm gonna watch it again. Skip that prologue, cut right to the point, spend like 30, 40 minutes, whatever, just watching it. Like, it'll go by quick. And I'll always be bummed out they didn't put more into the animation budget, but still, it's a decent movie. I like a lot about it. But there's a lot better animated Batman movies. And speaking of Batman movies that are flawed, and had a lot of room for improvement, yeah, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Cut, or Ultimate Edition, whatever. 30 extra minutes, not much of it was really justified or important, but there's little things here and there that work. But yeah, this movie, I'll stand by it. I think it's a good movie. I think it's definitely flawed. There's a lot of things don't work. I've talked about them a lot. Yeah, and let me tell you something, there's things that I think are undervalued. Nightmare sequence, not important, doesn't really make sense. I sort of know what they're going for, but at the same time, it's not explained, it doesn't have much of a purpose, except to just, bad shit's gonna happen if we don't buddy up and shit like that. But it was so cool, and there's a lot of it's just, it's cool, but it's kind of dumb. And the fight wasn't justified, but I'll tell you this, Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. I've watched this movie a couple times, and every time I watch it, I like him more and more. I'm a fan of his Lex Luthor. I am. The first time I was like, that's so odd. But then watching more and more, it's like, I don't care if I'm like the one guy that says it. I like his Lex Luthor. I think it's good. It's probably, now I haven't seen the Superman animated series in a while, but it's my favorite version of Lex Luthor. I like it more than Gene Hackman. I never really cared for Kevin Spacey. I haven't seen Smallville, so Michael Rosenbaum, I don't know. But maybe the animated series version is better. I'd have to go back and watch that show, which I will. But I like Jesse Eisenberg. And also, fucking Murderous Batman. Fix that shit, Ben. Fix it now. Next up, The Jungle Book. As far as Disney taking an animated film and making it live action, going in I was mutedly excited, like, this is probably going to be awesome. I don't know if it's going to be better than the animated one. Nothing's better than the originals ever. And like Cinderella, I liked it quite a bit. I thought the animated one was better, so I thought this was going to be more of the same. Blows the animated one out of the water. This is so much better writing, the way they move forward, the action, everything. The little kid in this is awesome. All the voice acting, it's just, that's a magical movie. It's the Disney movie. It's magical. You watch it and you want to hug the case and just be like, oh, everything. I love it. I really do enjoy it quite a bit. Alright, last 3. These next 2 I haven't seen, but I picked them up because they were on sale kind of for cheap, and I was like, okay, I didn't do my best of 2015 video yet. I should watch Legends so I can get on to making that video, because I just kind of want to hope it fits in there, because it's 2 Tom Hardys in a crime movie. How is it not good? I don't know. And then also, this was coming out earlier this year, and I wanted to see it in theaters. It was only there for a week, and then it was gone, so I missed my chance, and I really wanted to see it. It's a Michael Bay movie. It's 13 hours, and I'm like, fuck yeah! I'm gonna sit down and watch this soon. I'm excited. I've heard good things. It's got like 4 stars. And maybe that's the one guy. I don't know if this is actually any good. I'm hoping for the best. It was on sale real cheap, so if it's another crappy Michael Bay war film, I mean, it won't be worse than Pearl Harbor, I can guarantee that. But it's a Michael Bay movie nonetheless. And then lastly, The Nice Guys. Ryan Gosling's just the man, okay? I've heard La La Land is great, and I don't get to see that till I heard it comes out in like December, which means I probably won't end up seeing it in my area till like January, which is gonna bum me out. But I love Ryan Gosling, and this movie was great. And I admit, in my review I haven't talked about it, everything in this movie pretty much works. It's super enjoyable, it's clever, it's witty, it's badass. And yet something about it just didn't quite work for me, and I couldn't give it like an A+. It was like, I really enjoy it, it's great, A-. There's just something that didn't quite work, and I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, Shane Black, you did everything right, and yet I just couldn't fully go on board. I don't know what it is. Oh! Yeah, that's some weird shit, but I love doing it. Oh, Ryan. I can't wait to see La La Land. And with Emma Stone again, that's like their third movie together. Why don't you just get married already? I can't have my way with my Emma Stone sex spot if I know Ryan Gosling's probably in that. I'll feel inadequate as a man. But here we go. All the Blu-rays. How do we do this? I feel like I'm almost trying to like flex at the same time. Like, you're looking at all the Blu-rays. Which, I mean, that's fine. It's an Under Armour shirt. I'll wear this at the gym. Woo! I like this shirt though, by the way. I don't have that many, like, color shirts. That sounds weird, but it's true. So many of my shirts are like gray and black because a lot of things when I buy them, it's like, okay, it looks best in that color. A lot of Batman shirts, so that's what happens. But I've got a couple, like, a lot of my Flick Pick shirts are like orange and blue. So it's nice to have another blue shirt. I feel like a handsome man. But yeah, there we go. There's all the Blu-rays. It's like snorting coke off them. I just love smelling movies. That's where all my money went. I can smell my money just fading away into plastic blue cases that hold discs of movies that I won't watch soon. A couple of them I will. A lot of them will just sit there forever and I'll be like, oh, that's right, I bought How to Train Your Dragon. It's been like 10 years, so I guess I'll watch it. Even though it's really good. Oh, and by the way, I bought some action figures. I'll hold them up, who gives a shit. Although I'm gonna have to put them back. But, whatever. Okay, so first up we got Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine. The Man, the Canadian man, myth, and legend. And then also these came in a 2-pack. It's the Batman Mask of the Phantasm. So right on. That movie, I should probably go buy that. It's on DVD, I bet. It's not on fucking Blu-ray because, reasons, I guess. I also got some digital copies to give away, baby! And I'll give away more in other videos. I've said this before and I'll say it again. A lot of I might even start doing it in movie reviews, just at the end of everything, or maybe in the middle, who knows. Give away a couple of digital copies, just because I've got a big stack and I need to get rid of them, so vlogs, videos like this. And first up we got Batman the Killing Joke, but the funny thing is there's no fucking code. They didn't put a code on it, so not only did they give me the Batgirl prologue, which kind of just ruins her character arc, it's unnecessary, it's awful, terrible, but then they don't even give me a digital copy. Fuck you too! Fuck you too, DC! Look what you made me do! I ain't done yet. That was unnecessary, but anyway, time for me to get up close on you. Ready? I'm moving in the Serpentine. That's stupid. And yeah, let's just get in here and do some codes. How close do I gotta get? Does that sound bad? I'm all up in you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna edit that out. How's it going? Christopher Walken here. First up, The Nice Guys. They're so nice. The Jungle Book. There's a book in the jungle? I don't know. 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers, Benghazi. Why am I doing Chris Walken? I was doing that at work, actually, for like an hour. I have issues. This is just to get Disney movies for $1. This one's fucking upside down. How to Train Your Dragon. I can't figure out the fucking zoom ratio of where I should hold this, so apologies. Right there is good. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Do you bleed? Star Trek Into Darkness. And Apollo 13. Yay! So yeah, we got Blu-rays, we got masks, you know, it was a good time. Comment below, tell me what you guys thought of the video. Fuck you, mask. What do you think of all the Blu-rays? Did you get the digital copy codes? Which one did you get? Did you enjoy it? I would hope so. Comment below, let me know. And I'm gonna do, basically I'm just gonna push off, take a break, and go film a bunch of other videos, so that'll be fun. And then at some point, I guess I'm just gonna have to turn around, stand here for like an hour, rearrange my shelf again to make all these fit. That's kind of a bummer, but it has to be done. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.